Welcome to tutorialsinhand.com. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn how to declare a variable and assign a value to it. So let's move to Eclipse and see. This is the class where we will be declaring our variable and assigning values to it. And the code would go in the main method. So let's first start with integer variable. Let's have an int and give it a proper name, that is number. Don't use I, J, K because we would not be able to understand what exactly I, J, K is. So let it be number. So this is how you declare an integer variable. So this is declare variables. Let it be in the comments. So this is how you declare an integer variable. Now let's declare a character variable that is defined by char. Let's write it character. Then we have other variables like double is a data type, and let's have it amount in rupees. Then we have float, let's have its name as any random number. Then we have boolean and give it a name flag, and we have string variable name. So this is how we declare any variable. Like these all are primitive data type variables, and string is actually a class in Java, and this is an object that is created for this string class. If you hover over string, you will see that java.lang.string is actually a class, and you can get the detail over here. We will deal with these strings in its respective video tutorial. For now, just understand that this is the simplest way of declaring any string variable, and then you can assign values to the variables that you have declared. Like this number variable is assigned value 10, character you can write few letters chara this, and then press Ctrl tab and you will see the option that of the variables that follows the name, that is character, which is of type char. Just select it and give it any character name, that is A. Now next is amount. Now again press Ctrl tab and you will see the variable suggestion. So select amount in rupees, that is double. So let's have a double value, and then you need to use this D to mark it as double, and then you have any random number. Again press Ctrl tab, just have this any random number, that is 888, and this time you have to use F to indicate that it is flag, otherwise you will get error. If you remove this F, you will see it is getting error because this is not the float. So just have this float, and then we have flag variable. Just give it a value true. Boolean has only two values, that is true and false. So you can either give it a value true or false. Then we have a variable name. That means you have to assign name over here. So the name would be Sonu. And this is how you have assigned values to the variables that you have declared above. There are other variables also like byte and others. So you can use the keywords that is used to declare that kind of variable and then assign respective values to it in this manner. Now these are something which are showing the message values are not used. So what we can do is we can simply print the values like sysco and then system.out.println. Just print the values. So this is where we have printed the value that we have assigned to each variable, and now the message disappears because the variables are now used to print the value using system.out.println. You may have used these in certain formulas as well, and that would have done the task. Now the thing is, you don't need to assign the values at later stage. So this can also be done, but you can assign the values to the same place where you have declared the variable. For example, you can assign the value over here as well, like 10 or 20, whatever you want. You can also assign the value of character over here like V. You can assign the value of double over here like 100.999D and so on. You can also assign the value at the same place where you have declared the variable. It's not necessary that you have to first declare like this and then you have to assign the values at later stage. This can be done at the same place. You can have this value as false, and the name variable value can be Sonu. So this is how you can declare a variable and assign a value to it at the same place. Now the variables are a kind of container that is used to hold a value of certain type. For example, this is a container that holds a value of integer data type which is having name number, and similarly this is a container that holds the value of character data type, any character data type, and its name is character. So this is how every variable would act as a container to hold the value of its respective data type. So far we have learned how to declare variable and then assign it value separately, or we can declare and assign value at the same place. Declare and assign value at the same place. So in this case this one becomes redundant and it can be removed, right? So for now just execute this code and see the output. So you can see the values are printed, like numbers value is 10, so it is printed. Characters value is v, so it is printed. In similar way all the variables values are printed, but we do not see any space over here or any separator. So we are going to provide some separator so that we can understand, okay, this is the text and this is the value. So let's have double colon. Now it will separate the text and variables. So execute once again and now you can see it in a proper way. So this is how variables are declared and assigned values. I hope now you have basic understanding of how to work with variables, even though we have worked with lot of variables in previous video tutorials as well, but now you must have a proper idea about these variables. And one thing I forgot to tell you is that these variables occupies some memory space, and thus each variable have its own memory space depending on the bits or bytes of the computer or system on which you are working. So you can see that in the description section the details would be given over there. For now we have completed our task and would be ending this video. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Please like and subscribe our channel to help us motivate.